everyone, welcome to a reheated cup today. Today the girls and I are packing and getting ready for a trip that we're taking. So I figured what better time than now to do a little bit of vlogging about how I pack for a trip. So I'm in my guest bedroom right now because I like to pre-pack a week in advance, if not more, or a couple days. It really depends on the trip. If I am just doing, we have some girls crawling around on the floor. If I am just doing a weekend trip or a couple days trip, I usually just do that same week. If I'm going on a international trip or somewhere like a cruise or somewhere that's a little more involved, I sometimes start 2 or 3 weeks in advance. As long as they don't need the clothes, it's easy to do. So I like to do it in the guest bedroom so I can lay everything out on the bed and then determine whose stuff is going to go in what packing cube and how many suitcases I need. So, packing cubes. Packing cubes will literally change your traveling life and your packing game. So this is an e-bag. This is the largest one I have. Literally everything of Caroline's for this trip that we're taking is in this cube. Yes, this one cube. So this goes right into the suitcase and she's done. And so now not only do I have everything that she needs for this trip in that one cube, sometimes it expands over to 2, but with the big cube I can pretty much fit all of at least one kid's stuff. And for Ella, she doesn't even need a big cube because she's little. So for Ella, I have actually put all of her stuff into this little packing cube because her clothes are little, so she doesn't need a big one. But these things, since they're cubes, they go perfectly into a suitcase. Okay, so let me show you why packing cubes are awesome and why I use them. So these are all packing cubes, as you can see. Sorry, getting a little wobbly. That's all packing cubes. That entire side of the suitcase is 100% packing cubes. And so here's the other detail about that. It is 100% Ella's stuff, my stuff, and Caroline's stuff. So we have all of our stuff in one side of a medium-sized suitcase for 3 people. Obviously, 2 of those are children, so their stuff has less, but it is amazing. Packing for a family vacation is not an easy thing. Even just making a short video about packing for a family vacation is not easy. Had to stop several times just to chase after the baby, tell sister to play nice, that kind of thing. But I promise you, packing cubes are amazing and will change your life. So I will share the link to my blog post about them. Whether you have kids or not, you need to get packing cubes if you travel. So the other reason I really like packing cubes is they make it really easy to unpack in your room. You know where things are and you can just grab, here's Caroline's stuff, here's Ella's stuff, here's my stuff, here's underwear and the little ones. It's super easy, and I'm one of those people that when I get somewhere, I like to unpack and not have suitcases laying out, especially when you have kids. It just makes it easier to unpack and put stuff in closets and drawers and put the suitcases away, if you can. So that's one reason why I love using them. Another reason I like using them is because when you unpack them, you can use them to put dirty clothes in and get that stuff out of piles and in somewhere where it's not stinky, and you can kind of put that away. So 2 reasons on top of saving you space and making it easier to pack, to use packing cubes when you travel. Ultimately, they have changed the way I pack. They have changed my experience with packing and how I plan for trips. So highly, highly recommend them. The other thing I recommend, especially if you're traveling with kids, is to start at least a day or 2 early, but really ideally as early as you can. I mean, you don't want to be packing months in advance because that's a little ridiculous, and sometimes you just don't have that much underwear. But packing a week in advance is, as long as you're going to a different climate and you have enough clothes, is really ideal. And what it also does for me is it lets me know, hey, I need to wash more of these clothes because I don't have enough of this, or I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about wearing the clothes or anything like that before going on the trip. So definitely pack in advance and use packing cubes. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. We are off for one of our final summer trips. So family beach trip, and then after that I have a girls beach trip, which is really exciting. So I will again use my packing cubes for that and start a few days in advance before I go. So hope everyone has a wonderful day, and thanks for tuning in.